Well, fancy seeing you here. That was probably a bit loud. I was just getting a bowl out for my morning porridge. Who stuck it in the cupboard? I stuck it in the cupboard. It's been since Vlogmas that I vlogged. It feels like it has. It's been a long time anyway. How are you all? I hope that you're all okay. I am having a few days of well-deserved rest. Even if I do say so myself, I feel like I haven't stopped. I don't look my best, but I'm fine. Today is Monday, and yesterday, did anybody else? So bad, and I need to get with it. My phone went off at 3 o'clock yesterday, and I was not expecting it, was not aware of it. Seeing that caption on the screen where it said, you know, this is just an emergency test, but if this happens in the future, well, no, I don't want to get the words wrong, and I don't want to scaremonger anybody at all, but it said, if a real emergency happens, you will get this tone and follow the instructions on the alert and keep yourself and others safe. I was like, what's happened? What have I missed? What's going on? I tell you, it's scary. I don't watch any TV at all, as you know, so it really did frighten me. In this vlog, I've just got a week of getting all the little odd jobs done around the house that needed doing. I had the support from our John when it came to doing some of the odd jobs that I couldn't do myself, but I really wanted to do them, so he gave me lots of tips and advice on how to do things. I'll insert the clips a little bit later in the vlog. I did ask our John's permission if it was okay if he was in any of the vlogs, and he said yeah, it's fine, because you know, I get not everybody wants to be on any form of social media, so I did ask his permission and he said it was fine, it was okay. He was just more concerned about me losing a finger using the saw and the drill and everything else. He was like, no, always keep your fingers out of the way, so I'll include that a little bit later on in the vlog, but it was good having his support because I had no idea. My porridge is made with water. I've got my vanilla flavour drops, which this is a new bottle. I ran out and they were on offer on Amazon. So I purchased 2 bottles and they last forever. I think I had that other bottle almost a year. I am still following my healthy lifestyle. It's my year healthy eating lifestyle birthday. 2 and a bit stone lighter than I was. I've probably put a couple of pounds back on over, I'd say, the past couple of weeks, and eating lots of chocolates and cakes. But you know what? A little bit of cake and sugar didn't harm anyone. But I'm still following it and still eating healthily. Trying to be good with all the lovely things that I want to eat. I'm just having little bits. I mean, I'll never say no to a Wagamama's. I mean, it's probably 7 o'clock in the morning. I could still sit down and eat a teriyaki soba. Peg, shut up. Dog of mine, listen. Nothing screams spring like those noises. Oh, I love it. Finished my porridge. It was absolutely gorgeous. I also have trimmed down the stems on my tulips, which are lasting so well. I'm like so surprised they haven't flopped on me. And these are flowers from my birthday, which was well over 2 weeks ago. But they're lasting so well. And then I've got these ones too in the utility, and I can't believe how long they've lasted. They're well over 2 weeks old and going strong. I'm going to rewind back to a few days ago because, like I said, all of the house updates have all been done now, and that was just some little odd jobs that needed doing, and I also panelled the utility, but you'll see all that in the next clips. My next little project, it's not like a house update, it's just to try and update the front of the house a little bit because we have some stones. I'll take it outside and show you. I've got some lovely topiary trees which are amazing quality. If I remember, I will also link those down below because the quality is outstanding. I bought a larger pot to sit them in either side of the front door. I need to do a little tweak on the, well, I'm not going to do it, Lee's going to do it, a little tweak on the render outside. We've got like a very small crack which can happen over time. Fill that crack in, repaint the front of the house and get a new set of gates on the front because the gates are, they're just beyond it. I will show you. I found a set on Facebook Marketplace for £55, wrought iron gates, exactly the same size as ours. And fingers crossed, if they fit, I will jet wash them in the garden, repaint them, and hopefully Lee and John will be able to fit those. Can't see it being a problem if they're exactly the same size. So I might have coming up in my future vlogs a nice little on a budget, give your house some curb appeal style video, which I'm looking forward to. I can't wait. And then I'll just show you the back garden, which we have just been in. These ornaments are what I'm gonna repaint. I just paint them and then put like a silver effect over the top, and I just think they match nice with the garden. I'm gonna respray the egg chair because that's gone all rusty. I'll show you. I'm gonna jet wash all of this. But the actual base of the egg chair is all peeled. You can see it better there. It's all peeled and rusted terrible. So I'm going to repaint this, give it a new lease of life, order a new set of covers for the garden furniture because as you can see they are absolutely worse for wear. They look so bad. I'm going to jet wash all of this, get it all cleaned up and repaint all of the pillars on top of the wall, repaint, oh sorry. My dogs take the most inappropriate moments to do, oh, my house smells unreal. I know it's completely off topic. I've just had to move the camera because Dolly was doing a business in the garden. I've got in the woods, I keep going to call it springtime, it's in the woods burning in the house, and I can't tell you how beautiful this fragrance is. The actual fragrance is top note of jasmine and lily of the valley, heart note of geranium and the base note of patchouli. But to me, it smells very clean, a little bit of linen with fresh flowers, like it just smells nice. It smells like I've just cleaned the house from top to bottom and everywhere's all clean. It smells gorgeous. What was I saying? I'm gonna repaint all the cream bits, but I'll do that when I'm doing the front of the house. Repaint all the fence panels and give my garden a nice little refresh for spring, summer. You're looking very colour coordinated this morning, son.
Thank you very much.
Look at your shoes. Oh my gosh. Looks like you've cut an orange all fancy and you're wearing them to match your orange top. But anyway, let me rewind back to last week with the panelling of the utility, doing all the little odd jobs that needed doing, and our John giving me some prep talk on how to use the saw correctly. He's so good and he's so patient. Watch this.
You're gonna line the blade up.
Yeah.
With that edge.
Oh, right,
there.
yeah. Rather than this bit here.
Yeah.
Oh, see, yeah. Now I see what you meant.
See now.
Yeah. So it's literally like a little end piece, isn't it?
End piece, a little end. And the
oh, perfect.
it'll come back a little bit more because you haven't done it for so long.
I think I'm that clever, like, but I'd give it a go.
But you just keep cutting, like, it's 1 of 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're right-handed, so.
Yeah.
Put one in the middle. A bit of weight on it.
Wasn't enough weight on that, was there?
You can see.
It's okay.
Yeah. So pop that in there now.
Put my weight on it and get round this side of it. Hold on with my left hand.
With your right hand or whichever hand you want to hammer with.
So we just have to sit it on top of the nail?
And then feel it so the nail sits into the little, like a little concave, is there? Yeah. And then just tap it. And then feel if it's gone.
Oh, it's gone?
It's gone.
It's gone?
Yeah, that's it. And then check that one. You see that one's a little bit pried.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
so put it over, sit the nail into the recess and then a couple of little taps. Bit of weight on it.
Can't put the weight on it. I think I'm facing the wrong way. Inch in.
Inch in. Bit of weight on it. Yeah, that might have been a bit. When it's, we've got to be careful of when it hammers. Bang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's what I've done there.
And it's a bit sharp.
Yeah, it's fine now, as long as it's not hanging out of it.
And then the same there. An inch in. So you can just see your line. So you're not cutting on the line.
Yeah.
You're cutting just after it, but on the long side.
Okay, rather than the short side.
Because remember, you can always trim it. You can't add.
Yeah.
You can always take a little bit away, but you can't add. Don't put too much weight on the saw. Let the saw do the work. So all you're doing is just holding the saw and working it backwards and forwards. All you're doing is holding it.
Okay.
Let the weight of the saw.
I'm like that.
Yeah, let the weight of the saw, because I could hear it. Nice relaxed hold. Yeah.
It's even easier when you do it like that, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, don't be scared of it.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's left or right-handed.
Yeah.
So you take the lock off.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a new blade. Yeah.
Okay.
So go on then.
This side. Do I have to do that before I actually set it off?
That was for me just to show you how. Yeah.
So when I'm cutting the wood, do I have to do that? No.
Do it again. So. And do it and hold it for a little bit so you get a little feel for it.
Am I getting that to cut straight though? Because it feels like my hands are shaking already.
But don't be scared of it, just keep your fingers away from it.
Okay.
But like you've just seen, it won't carry on spinning.
Yeah.
As soon as you take your finger off the trigger, the blade will stop. You've got no need to be around here.
Okay.
The only thing that should be around here
is the wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The closest you're going to this, the blade, is there.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's just your thumb. None of all of this.
Yeah. Keep your fingers out the way.
till it's back where it can rest.
Okay.
And then carry on.
As you could see, I think our John is one of the most calm, patient people ever. I now know how to use a circular saw, I know how to do a mitre cut, and I know how to fit scotia. I've got a big long piece where I need to replace the scotia in the front bedroom because I had to take it out when I bought the wardrobes and had them fitted in the bedroom. So I need to do a little bit of a repair on the scotia because then we decided to take them out and put them somewhere else. But I can confidently use a mitre block, a mitre saw. You may have noticed I was a little bit heavy-handed to start off with, but you just need to let the saw do the work and always protect your fingers. Then we moved on to the panelling. Now before we get stuck into it and I go and put some makeup on and make myself look a little bit more presentable, I'm wearing these clothes when I'm fitting the panelling in the utility. It's not the same day. It's a couple of weeks ago anyway, so don't be confused that I am actually in the same clothes. I loved my kitchen panelling that much. I've decided to do the wall in the utility, so I've just taken off the clothes era that I fitted only about 3 or 4 weeks ago. If I have the panelling in the utility, it'll come up too high, so it definitely needs moving up. So I'm just gonna get stuck into it, because you've seen this all before in the kitchen, but I thought I'll give you a little quick look so you can see what it looked like before. And I'll just put you on a nice time lapse so it's nice and quick. All the details are in my previous video about the panelling, about the paint colour that I'm using. I've taken all the little pieces off the radiator to give it a nice clean. So the top and the sides have come off, so I can clean it all when it's done, because you'll be amazed how grubby it gets behind there. I'll show you. It gets dusty. So I've marked the wall where the cover comes up to. So I need the panelling to drop below that line and inside of these lines down the side. So it will be a little bit more tricky than the kitchen panelling, because there are a lot of cuts, but I'm prepared. I'm just trying to hide the details on it, but I think this batch of panels are faulty, because I can't get any of the, every time I'm trying to, I'll show you. Every time I'm trying to peel the little sticky labels off so that the adhesive panel is exposed, it's just taking all of it off. It's not removing. So these I would class as faulty. You all know how much I love vintage and I need to do my March, well, is there any point in me doing my March earnings for the items I've sold? It's probably not worth it, because I blew March earnings that I earned towards my savings on this. Now, if you've been around here for a while, you'll know I was heartbroken over this item. This is the Bobbi Brown Skin Nourish Mask. One of my favourite Bobbi Brown items, along with the Bobbi Brown Extra Eye Repair Cream, the best eye cream in the world in my opinion. And I've tried lots. I converted from the Chanel Hydromax range to Bobbi Brown, and I have quite a few of the different styles of moisturisers, serums, masks. This was by far my favourite, and they discontinued it last year and I was devastated over it. I managed to get this on Vinted, brand new in the box, for £45. So I blew any earnings that I earned throughout March on this Skin Nourish mask, but I have to say It is one of the best moisturisers I have ever used. Oh, this is just the best. You're supposed to rub it all in and let it sit on your skin and then wipe the excess off with a tissue or a cleansing pad or a cloth. But I don't wipe off the excess. My skin drinks this moisture and thoroughly enjoys it. I'm just going to let that sit on my skin for a minute and do its little magic of giving me lots of hydration. But our John left me with his little hammer and whatever this thing is, but it's for tapping any exposed nails in your scotia or border, trim, whatever you call it. And I said to him, please leave that with me, because when I clean our skirting boards in the bedroom, I'm going to show you in a sec, I cut my fingers because there are so many exposed nails. They were absolute cowboys who fitted the flooring in the upstairs of our house. Like absolute cowboys, I'm the first to say it. I'd love to have it all replaced, but I'm just not prepared to do it because it would be very expensive, and I'd rather just fix these little issues and grin and bear it. It's not the best quality flooring that we've got upstairs, but you know, I can still make do with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It just hasn't been laid well, and it was just a very quick job, and there is just lots of little errors that I can now fix. The scotia being one of them, and the second one being banging in all those exposed nails. So as soon as I've made myself look a little tiny bit better, we'll crack on and do that. Can't wait to be able to clean the skirting boards and not cut my fingers every time I do it. So I've got the hammer, got the little tool. I'll show you. I don't even know whether they're gonna show up, but this is them. That is like, it's so sharp. Like if I just touch it, you can see the dint in my finger, and they're all the way along. There are so many. This is where I need to repair the scotia because I had to cut it, as you can see, to get the wardrobes in, which we then decided to move. So I'm going to crack on and bang these nails in. So let's do these two first. I'm so excited. I'm so glad that that is fixed. I mean, look at that. I've done it. I have gone round all the little loose nails and got rid of them with these. I'm now going to go online and treat myself to one of these and one of these. I have no idea what they're called, but I'll ring our John, ask him if you can see. It's got like a little cavity where the nail just sits in it so that you can bang it in nicely. I'm going to treat myself to one of these because I think it's handy to have. It's the next day and you are looking at the very proud owner of a new set of wrought iron gates. So stay tuned for one of my upcoming vlogs where we do a whole front driveway transformation because I'm so excited for this. I got the gates for £55. Bargain. I just need now to find a good paint for wrought iron. I was considering spraying them, but Lee was like, no, because then it's just going to be difficult once they're in situ to be able to take them off and respray them. So they're going to have to be painted. And I'm leaning towards Ronseal because Ronseal is kind of my go-to if there's an issue, and I don't want any rust or anything like that coming through. But I'm so happy to have them gates for £55. I've saved a fortune, and there's nothing wrong with buying something used. Like, don't worry about shopping on Marketplace or Vinted or any of those places. If anything, it's more sustainable to do that, isn't it? I'm going to give these gates a new lease of life and make them look lovely on my driveway. If anything, the way to look at it is it's a lot more sustainable to shop that way. Even with clothes, you can wash them. You know, we shop in charity shops, so you can shop on Vinted, Marketplace, and you can grab a bargain, honestly. Definitely check your local Marketplace if you're looking for anything because there's all kinds on there. I've just been pegging the washing on the line and seen Ollie's orange top, and it reminded me of his orange Crocs. Let me just switch that light off. Now, I'm not being mean, but are they not the most hideous words fail me. It doesn't take much for words to fail me, but they fail me with these. And the thing is, he's got other pairs of these in the same design, but I think they're in blue and green. They look like green shoes, but I don't get it. Am I just being old-fashioned? All he wears these as his slippers. I get that Crocs are comfortable. I own a grey pair, not like this, like the old style. And they are comfortable, but I just don't get it. I think I could have made better with plasticine. I think whoever made those Crocs were having a laugh when he said, let's see how many people we can get on board thinking that these are a fashionable accessory. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't get those trendy Crocs. Oh my gosh. But I'm going to end the vlog here. I'll probably include a little clip that I took of my new life fittings for the haul in London. I got these for a bargain. They cost me a little over £40 for the two. I wanted something that was simple and minimal because, as you know, the whole stairs in London's being decorated first week in June. I wanted something that was just simple and minimal, and I can't tell you how much I love these lights. The whole one has already been fitted. We haven't done the London one yet because the London light's a little bit difficult to get to, plus it's on a loop, so we needed a bigger, you know, like the little junction boxes that they go in. Well, we needed a bigger one of those because the light fitting on the London feeds electricity, I'm sure, into the loft. So that one will be fitted. I'll show you very quickly what it looks like hanging in the hall. I love them. I've fitted a little Edison bulb into it so that it lights up nice in daylight. They were a little bit tricky to find in daylight, but I'm so happy with them. And when all the hall stairs in London is decorated, they really will look nice. So I'm now going to go. I'm going to sign this vlog off here. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me. If you want to see more of this style content, leave me a comment down below because I've got the next few days off relaxing, so I can do a little couple of extra uploads if that's something that you want. And stay tuned for my front garden makeover. I can't wait to get started on that. And if you've got any recommendations for wrought iron paint, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.